Hey there, Kelly here. So I have something so stinking cool to show you. My friends at Ampersand sent me this awesome Claybord box kit that you can actually paint on top of and all around. And we're gonna be doing that with Alumilite's amazing Clear Cast. This is gonna make the most epic combo, and I am so excited to show you. So today what we're going to be doing is actually a resin dirty pour, and we're going to be using paints to actually pigment our resin, and then we're going to be mixing it all together and pouring it on our Ampersand Claybord box kit. Okay, so I'm going to use some masking tape to do exactly what's in the name. I'm going to mask off the sides of the box. All right, so my hair is up. Plastic is down because we don't want to make a mess. Okay, but we are going to make a mess, but at least it's going to be really easy to clean up this way. So Alumilite has some really cool accessories like their silicone cups and their resin craft tool set. So we're going to be using these later on. Let's do it. All right, PPE, now it's time to resin. So I'm going to use the amazing Clear Cast epoxy from Alumilite. And I'm gonna do about 4 ounces. It's gonna be way more than I actually need, but I like to play it safe. So you can always have a silicone mold laying around and use that for your extra epoxy that you have left over. Beautiful. So now we are gonna mix this up with our awesome silicone stir stick, which you can use over and over and over again. So this is so nice. What we're gonna do next is actually pour all of this into these little baby cups to separate it, because we're gonna be adding color to each one. And it's so nice with this little pour spout right here. It makes pouring a breeze and so much less mess. Now that we have all of our cups filled with our little baby amount of resin, we're gonna start coloring each one. And I'm gonna be using acrylic paint for this step. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to start. You can always add more, but start with a little bit, mix it up, and see how you like it. Now we are gonna start mixing them. And I'm gonna use this handy dandy little spatula here from the Resin Craft Toolkit. And let's mix it up. The amazing Clear Cast is working perfectly with the acrylic paint. And it's really pretty because some of the paint actually has a little bit of metallic in it, so it's playing beautifully with the epoxy, like this one. Okay, so now we are gonna get to the very fun part, which is the dirty pour, which basically means I'm gonna put every single one of these colors and put them into one cup and then pour it onto our surface. Then I'm gonna tilt it around and see what we get. Hopefully it's good. Let's try it. I'm gonna hold my breath. I'm scared, but I'm really excited. All right, let's do it. All right, so we just finished doing the pour, and I said it would be messy. I wasn't lying to you, but that's why we wear gloves, that's why we put plastic on the table, and that's why we use silicone cups. Makes for cleanup that is a breeze, I promise. So the next thing that we are gonna do is actually take our little torch and pop any bubbles. Might have torched it a little too much right there. All right, so it's the next day and our piece has fully cured. And so we use the amazing Clear Cast epoxy on this, and it is totally rock solid. So our next step is to actually add some decals to this. But before we do, I just kind of want to clean up my messy workspace. So let me put this to the side and we'll work on that. Okay, so I have a little trick for you. If you have these annoying little spills all over and you don't want to spend the time and pick one off individually, you can use tape. Boop. It makes your job so much easier. So the tape trick also works really, really well on silicone mixing cups and mixing sticks. So all you need to do is the satisfying crunch to kind of release all of that resin. And some of it will come off already so easy. Toss to the side, toss to the side, and then you can reach in and peel out all of this. All right, we are all cleaned up and it's time for the next step. Okay, so we cleaned up our workspace. Now it's time for the next step. So what we're gonna do is actually put these little decals on them. So I cut these on my Cricut, but you can use anything that you would like. Stickers are all done. Look how awesome that looks. I'm so excited. So now it's actually time to do the amazing Clear Cast top coat. We're gonna add a little sparkle and a little something extra that you guys will see later. I like it. Working with this Ampersand Claybord box kit has been so freaking fun. So another thing that they actually include, which I don't think I showed you guys, they include hinges for the box. So you can actually, you know, attach the hinge on and have a lid that opens. But I think I'm gonna do something a little wild, a little crazy, and instead actually add a little knob right on top. I think it's gonna be really cool. Let's see. I mean, I think that looks awesome. Right? All right, so it is the next day and our Clear Cast epoxy is completely cured. Can you hear it? It's perfect. So the next step to this is actually to remove all of this tape. And it's a good thing that we had this tape. Can you see all those drips? There are so many drips on this and crazy drips on the bottom too. So I'm really happy that I taped both the sides and the bottom of this box. So now it's time to actually remove it. To make your life a lot easier, I would actually suggest to use a heat gun. This will kind of soften the bond between the epoxy and the tape, making the removal process so much easier. Okay, it's coming together. This is looking awesome. And now I think I just want to paint the bottom. I was out in the shop and saw that we actually had stain and I tested it and I think I like this better. So we're going the stain route instead of the paint route. Let's do it. Now we're gonna let this dry for about 2 hours, and then we're pretty much done. Oh my gosh, we're almost done with this. All right, so this Claybord box kit by Ampersand, they were not kidding when they said that this was perfect for mixed media art, because that's exactly what we did here. So on top, we used acrylic paint and epoxy and decals and a knob, and then on the bottom, we did a beautiful stain. This is so awesome. You can be as creative as you want to be, and now I just want to do another one. We are completely done with this box, and I am so excited. I know I've said it before, but how stinking cool is this box? I'm so happy that I went with the stain instead of the paint because I think it plays so well with the shiny, beautiful top. And I wanted to say a huge thank you to Ampersand Art Supply and Alumilite for sending me these amazing products. Ampersand actually sent me another Claybord box kit that's like a square one, and I don't even know what I want to do with it yet. So if you have an idea for me, please put it in the comments because I will be looking. I need some inspiration. And then also Alumilite, thank you so much for sending me the amazing Clear Cast epoxy. It looks so beautiful on this Claybord box. I cannot be any happier with this collab. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay creative and happy crafting.